Zoom! Yo, what is good, y'all? We are back with another video. Today, we are watching Rockstar and Sony Think You Are a Dummy. Bro, listen, I was already thinking this. I'm actually so glad this got recommended to me today because, listen, bro, before we even get started with the video, what is not a coincidence that Rockstar is releasing the biggest game of all time, GTA 6, without a disc? And then we have Sony over here talking about we're going to remove all disk drives from here. Well, you know what I'm saying? Like, bro, what is, look at this video right here from Charlie. That is not Charlie. This is Asman. But you know what I'm saying? No more physical copies. Like, that is a huge problem, bro. And I'm going to tell y'all why they're doing this. One, money. Number two, money. And number three, control. Y'all, let me tell you something, bro. These people in them suits, and them CEOs, and them CTOs, and them CPOs, and them CBOs, all they care about is money. All they care about is them blues. That's all they care about, y'all. They don't care about you unless it's talking about their money. So everybody knows we're all buying this game. And I'm trying to see. Maybe I shouldn't buy the game because I should be a good person. I should stand up for what I believe in. But let's be real, y'all. I'm buying that game. One way or another, I'm about to give me a PS5 or I can't do a PS5. I can't do PS5 and a GTA 6. I gotta pick one. Might have to go back to Xbox with this one. But I'm gonna secure me a console, and then I'm gonna get GTA 6 and I'm gonna play it. And if I got to, I'm gonna just hate on it just to hate on it. I'm gonna find out something. But I'm not gonna let them make no money up off of me. I don't know. Anyways, y'all, without further ado, wait, one more point though before we even get started. Listen up, y'all. This is all because Steam has a chokehold on the whole industry, bro. Gabe got them people like looking like that one meme like this. Like, bro, I'm telling you, the CEO of Steam has Sony and everybody else looking like this. Like, bro, they're literally scared, bro, because Steam is a good company. They don't got to even do anything. Anyways, y'all, that's what my thoughts. Let's get into the video and let's really see the nitty gritty in the word of what's going on here.
All right, we're going to talk about GTA 6 and Sony in this video because
hey, and I do feel like them people in cahoots, GTA and Sony. I feel like they had one of them, you know what I'm saying, the CEO meetings. Hey, look, all right, let's say I'm the CEO of Rockstar, right? I'm chilling in my little mansion, you know, little villa, my little villa, and the CEO of Sony pull up in a helicopter and land on my roof on the helipad on my roof, and my butler comes in and says, "Sir, the CEO of Sony is here to see you." I'm like, I was saying, I got my little wine. I'm like, okay, cool, send him in, and then like 5 minutes later, it's like four big old bodyguards walking out the way, like coming into the room, right? And and then like two of them is his bodyguards and two of them is my little bodyguards, right? Because it's my villa, my little estate. And so he tells his bodyguards, "Hey, y'all sit outside," and throw them a little bone or whatever. And then boom, he walking in here. He said, "Hey man, let's team up against Steam. Everybody's going to PC. We can't be having this. Let's drop the biggest game of the world on without PC. Let's cut them out the pie." And I know y'all thinking, well, why would he do that? That don't make no sense. Let me tell you why. Because, bro, they want money. They want control. Yo, Steam has been killing them. I ain't gonna lie, I really did forget what I was. I forgot. Hey, that story went on so long. I forgot what I was about to say originally. But y'all, listen. I'm just saying.
yikes. So first, GTA 6 revealed just how much the game is going to be. It's $80 for the light.
I didn't even. No, that's what I was gonna say. Hold on. That's a whole nother problem. We gotta talk about that too, y'all. How is the CEO of Rockstar going to sit there and say, "Yeah, we will not be selling this game on PC at launch because we want to take care of our core audience," and then sit there in the same breath and sit there and say, "Yeah, there won't be a disc." Bro, what? That is crazy. You got people going to GameStop. You got people at GameStop trying to lie to customers talking about some, "Oh yeah, the disc gonna be in the box." Man, no, it ain't. It ain't gonna be nothing but a piece of paper with a code and a barcode on that junk. Ain't gonna be nothing up in there, bro. Don't do it.
Edition and $100.
And so hold on, don't even make no sense. So what if I want the disc? I gotta buy it again. I'm gonna get mad, bro. And it's $100. And I bet you when you buy the light edition, your disc gonna say light. GTA light. Or it's gonna be a blank CD. It's gonna be a blank, and they're gonna do you dirty with that light edition, bro. I'm gonna tell you.
For the base edition. And with the light edition, there's cars, guns, clothes, garages, entire mod and tattoo shops, clothing stores, a whole game
Right.
compound that will assumingly have a ton of missions, and a very cool sounding classic car roundup mission are all not included. The $100 base edition is just the full game. All of that stuff only comes.
Y'all see what they doing, bro? They playing in our face. This is all. Oh, you got to buy the $100 edition just to do the basic necessities, the stuff I can go on GTA 5 and do. I can do that for free right now on GTA Online. And I had that and I had the mod menus. I got everything in the game. I had them hacks. Hey, WPC
comes with the $100 edition. And I mean, at least to me,
hey, but look though, I gotta pause it real quick. Hey, y'all, we ran up the money glitches on console. So I don't want to hear none about that's why they didn't release it on PC. Because on console, I'm talking about every single week, it was a new money glitch. Man, we was running up them dollar bills up on the console.
The $80 one just totally inferior. Like, why would you ever really bother with it? And I mean, Rockstar and Take-Two, they know this. They know how long everybody has been waiting. Bro, and they know if they lock some of the game behind a $20 price tag and call it premium, then everybody's pretty much going to do it. But make no mistake, the $80 is the light edition and the $100 is the base edition. I figured we could quickly compare how they've done this in the past. So for GTA 5, we had the $60 base edition.
Hold on though, bro. Think about it. You're paying $80. You can't even go to the hair salon and get your hair changed. Man, that is crazy. Like, that's actually insane. I'm not buying it. I'm gonna buy it, but I'm not buying it.
Special edition and
I'm gonna buy it off stream.
Edition, which makes you wonder when the collector edition is going to be announced.
Hold on, they want $150 for a collector's edition. What is it gonna have? A car and a boat? Like, bro, I'm talking about that jump better arrive in a helicopter to my house and it better have my name engraved on the game. I better show up in the end credits. Man, $150? Man, miss me, bro.
6, probably after a whole bunch of pre-orders are already in and people have to just suck it up and buy another edition, I guess. All of the editions of GTA 5 got a pre-order bonus blimp. And for GTA 6, I guess you get some vintage Vice City apparel for pre-ordering. So kind of the same there. The $80 special edition for GTA 5 came with a steelbook, a map, stunt plane trials, and clothing and weapons. So the clothing and weapons have kind of been standard for a long time. And the stunt plane trials were even like in-game activities.
So that's for GTA 5.
Pretty light. The $150 collector's edition came more with physical merch, like the money bag and the hat, but also in-game.
Oh, that's what I'm saying. It better come with something I can touch. It better come with some real substance.
More cars and garages. And I guess there was that special ability boost too. And I think the point here is that they've always kind of done stuff like this. A lot of companies do like pre-order bonuses and extra editions.
Nah, but they're taking it to another level right now.
But for some reason, it feels even more egregious with GTA 6. I mean, when you go to the page that shows you all the stuff you get with the $100 edition, I mean, that shit just keeps scrolling. You're like, when does it end?
Hold on,
let me combine it with the fact that they're starting at $80 already, but everyone knows the $80 one kind of sucks. So the price tag really is $100 here. If you want the full GTA 6 experience, it's $100. So I think that combined with
you gotta pay $100 hard-earned dollars
behind the $100 edition, that's what people are feeling here. And I mean, they were doing the same thing with Red Dead 2. On launch, the editions went from 60, 80, and 100 this time, and the $80 one had story content.
But no, it ain't the same. It ain't the same. Man, that little story content probably wasn't nothing. I'm talking about the core features of the game you can't even do with how they got it set up on the GTA 6. That's from what it seems like.
Content
You know what I'm
locked
saying?
behind it, a whole bank robbery mission. There was
I
even
gotta
a
stop
gang
pausing, bro.
hideout locked behind it too. And I think
It's gonna
even
take
back
forever.
then, people kind of felt that the $60 one was the light edition, and we were already at like the $80 being the base. And this is just kind of a continuation of that. And it all comes back to FOMO. If you don't know, it's the fear of missing
That's
out.
what I'm
It's when
saying.
you see
And that's what I'm trying to tell y'all, bro. That's how they trying to get us. If you got a PC, you gotta watch out, bro. You gotta watch out because they trying to make me buy a PlayStation. Hey, I'm not buying no PlayStation. Y'all can miss me with that one. I might get GTA 6. I'll be honest, but hey, I'm getting an Xbox, man. Screw you. But yeah, bro, they trying to make us PC players buy a console because they know what we gonna do. They know we gonna do it because we got, you know what I'm saying. They're gonna make us buy a console, buy GTA 6 for $100 just to play the full game, and then pop it right back up on us with GTA 6 PC edition. And they might even make us pay more. Like, give us 120, we'll let y'all do GTA RP. Cause you know they bought 5M. Man, this is over with. What they mean? They talking about some they core audiences on console. Bro, if I pull up a GTA 5 stream right now, I guarantee you it's only gonna show me GTA RP. Hold on. Ha! Hold up. Let's go take a look. See?
I have a 12-hour treehouse
Get off my
day.
move.
I still need to plan.
The world. I ain't even doing the right thing. Hold on. Browse. GTA. RP. 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 All this stuff is RP, bro. Hold on, what's this? I don't know what that is. That ain't GTA. That's off my screen. But yeah, RP. Man, all this stuff is RP, dog. Ain't nobody playing GTA on, bro. Not like that. not people playing GTA Online. Yes, but I feel like they really like little drones and robots, not real humans. If you play GTA Online, bro, hey, I'm sorry, but what are you doing? Stop. I mean, I was on it though. I was on it recently. I ain't gonna lie, but I'm not gonna sit there and play it every single day of the week.
everybody else experiencing something and you want to experience it too. And it's the #1 moneymaker in gaming. GTA 6 is the ultimate FOMO product. Take-Two and Rockstar are taking full advantage of that. I didn't think it was going to be as bad as it seems like it's going to be now.
Ooh,
Now something
hold on. I just thought of a cold fire title. Speaking of FOMO, watch this video before you pre-order GTA 6. Oh my god, that's gonna be the title.
else that's very popular in the news right now are physical code and box editions, which is so funny because
Bro, that is such a stupid thing. Physical code and box. That's how you know it ain't about saving money, bro. It ain't got nothing to do with saving money. It's about control and making more money. And stop people from selling them used games and buying them used games. Or be like let's say one of y'all was like, hey Zoom, let me get that GTA 6, bro. Cause I know you bought it. Don't try to act like you ain't buy it. I know you bought it. And I'm like, all right, bro, here. I give it to you. They trying to stop all of that. They want all their money.
I just
every
talked
single
about this
cent.
with Bethesda and I think last video maybe, which by the way was 2 weeks ago. Sorry about that. But on launch, all physical GTA copies will be code in box. The official reasoning is leaks.
That's
they
cap.
don't want it to get all leaked out and
That's
everything
cap.
because that kind of stuff happens with games. It even happened with AC Shadows, and that wasn't even like a huge game or anything. And I want to be clear that no matter what you.
Wasn't nobody worried about no Assassin's Creed Shadows. Man, they leaked that themselves, bruh. They did that on purpose. Because wasn't nobody trying to play that mess.
You've seen online to this point, Take-Two or Rockstar have not confirmed a future disc release. Rumor.
Hey, the proof is in the pudding, bro. What all do you need to see? That's it right there, bro. They're not doing a physical release. They want to be able to say, okay, Zoom, I don't like you. What code you get? Okay, he got this code. Hey, cut that game off. He can't play GTA no more. You cut out.
Rumors exist for both sides of this. but there's been no official stance whatsoever. Now, with all that said, there is a saying in gaming: no one hates their fans as much as Nintendo. Now, with that in mind, remember this ad?
This is how you share your games on PS4.
Thanks.
Hey, and that was really all propaganda. Because what did we just do? I literally just performed that for y'all. And they the main one. Let me pull it up. Hey, you know I'm going to come correct with that Carfax. Hold on. Sony saying no physical disc 2028. I'm watching a video unless it's mine. Like and subscribe. Anyways, physical disc production ended. Man, come on. They lying. They sitting there lying. I gotta stop.
That was the official PlayStation used game instructional.
I'm just too bro. Hold on. I'm just too passionate about this, bro. Because I've been waiting on GTA 6 since I beat GTA 5. I've been waiting on this, bro, and they playing on my face, and y'all letting them do it. Why y'all letting them play in my face like that, bro?
It has over 20 million views and over 500,000 likes. That's really good for an ad. This was, of course, in response to Xbox One's DRM, and it greatly improved their PR going into the PS4 generation. And I bring up Nintendo because it's just one of the greatest self-owns online now. Like, Sony is really gunning for that #1 spot. Because on July 1st, Sony announced that physical disc production will end in January 2028 for new games.
Bro, I literally just showed that to y'all too.
So what this means is that any new game they release after January 2028 will not get a physical release. Now, if you want to see how people respond to this type of thing, Insomniac made this tweet about Wolverine. It says, "Can you kick it? Yes, you can." Seems like a Bob the Builder reference, I guess. I don't know. But someone responds saying it looks like a great game and asked if it will have a physical or code in a box edition.
Why are we even having this conversation? Like, bro, who wants to buy a box? Oh, that would make me mad, yo. Like, yo, okay, hold on. I don't got no game box on hand. Hey, I've been on PC for a while. But, hey, look, though. Let's say this is my game box. I'm like, let me see. I'm like 12 years old. I'm like, you know what I'm saying? I look young nigga. I get my little game box, and I'm finna open it up. I can't wait to see the disc. Why is it just a code? Like, bro, why are they like, bro? Who? That has to be the most anticlimactic thing. And then you gotta sit there and be like, okay, let me put my code in. AB52. Then I gotta download. Okay, let me download my game. I'll be back. I'm gonna go to sleep. I gotta go to work. Wake up in the morning, it still ain't done downloading because the game is about 500 gigabytes. So you waiting for years and eons for it to download. And then by the time it downloads, the PlayStation 6 don't came out, so you gotta buy it again. Anyways.
Insomniac responded saying the physical version will include a disc in the box. This response got 51,000 likes. The initial tweet only has 15,000 likes, and I guarantee a lot of that came from the people liking the response to the tweet. This is how much people actually kind of give a fuck about this. I also want to point out that Sony was kind of clowned on by some other companies.
Hey, shout out to Domino's Pizza, though. Hey, y'all, pizza ain't the best, but y'all stand on them principles, and I respect that.
UK posted, as of April 1st, 2027, Domino's UK will cease production of physical pizzas and shift to production of digital pizzas only. Consumers will be able to download our full range of delicious pizza codes and using the power of imagination, enjoy them in an entirely virtual sense. This tweet has 500,000 likes.
Hey,
and I don't think we'll be seeing any Sony and Domino's partnership anytime soon. Proton also got in on it. Now, what I thought was kind of funny was Bethesda. Bethesda made this tweet from the official Elder Scrolls Twitter account about finding physical treasures. And it was just an ad about how they're releasing a physical cartridge for Oblivion Remastered on Switch, which just doesn't hit the same when, isn't this you? They made this tweet about physical code in box editions of Skyrim and Fallout 4.
Hey, they tried to switch sides. Y'all not one of us. Y'all are not one of us. They tried to switch sides. They thought they was slick. No, bro. No, you're not one of us, bro. You're not one of us.
In April.
Y'all
That's
not
3
slick.
months ago. And now
I
they're
thought they
switching
was
sides
slick.
all of a sudden. From the bottom of my heart, Bethesda, go fuck yourselves. Now I want to get to the point of why this is really a
Couldn't have
problem.
said it better myself.
Of course, preservation of
God don't
media
cuss.
is very important, but something that's probably more important are the day-to-day costs of your life. And something physical media provides is another option. You don't have to go to the PlayStation Store to buy a game if you can go on Amazon and get a 51% discount on that fucking game.
That's what I'm saying. Hey,
screenshot
remember I said points 1 and 2? Money. Money, money, money. They like Mr. Krabs when they talk about that money, they get to going, boy. They hear that money, they'll wake up out their dreams when they missing some money.
Taken
Better
yesterday.
come on.
And so was this one. This one is from the PlayStation Store, where you can buy The
Yeah,
Last
that's
of Us for
crazy.
$70.
Bro, and
Or
that game came out like 40 years ago, bro. That game came out when I wasn't even nothing. I wasn't even no spum. And that game came out, bro.
you can get it for $34
And they want it.
on
They want
Amazon.
60.
And isn't this just the most backwards thing you've ever seen in your life? You can get the
$60.
physical edition with a game box, maybe
No.
maybe a book, but most importantly, a game disc. You can get this for half the fucking price of the digital only version directly from the person that fucking made it. And this right here is exactly why Sony is doing this. They hate that you can go on Amazon
Money
and
and control.
get The Last of Us for $35. They hate this. They want this gone as soon as possible. And so they saw GTA doing a code in box only, and they took that opportunity to just do it themselves.
I think they was in cahoots. Now, I ain't gonna lie, that story I made up was kind of silly, but I really do think they had a little meeting and they was in cahoots and did that little, we're gonna do this, then we're gonna do that. Hey, Xbox might be in on it too. They might, hey bro, come on now. It might be a 3-part cahoot. You feel me? They might all be in cahoots. Because, bro, come on. It ain't no coincidence. It can't be.
Too. This example is not alone. Here's the last.
Because GTA 6 is not coming on PC. If you're gonna do digital only, what is the point of not having it on PC? That don't make no sense. That makes 0 sense. That makes absolute negative sense.
of Us Part 2 Remastered,
No dollar.
$29 on Amazon, or you can get it for $50 on the PlayStation Store. The remastered version on Amazon is cheaper than the normal version on Sony. How about God of War Ragnarok? You can get that for $32 on Amazon,
Wow.
or you can spend $70 on the PlayStation Store.
They are
Horizon Zero Dawn Remastered,
fried.
41% off on Amazon, 0% off on the PlayStation.
I ain't gonna lie to you, I got that game for free too. You know how? Cause my friend bought it. I ain't gonna lie.
Store. I mean, the examples go on forever. Here's Gran
Yo,
Turismo 7.
we're not
it's 44%
doing
off
this.
on Amazon. Full $70 on PlayStation, of course. And there's really no other way
They
to look at it.
bugging.
Physical copies are always going to be better than no physical copies for the consumer. With physical, there's more retailers, which means they're less expensive. There's an entire used market that, while maybe not as big as it used to be, it's certainly still probably pretty big. You can, of course, share games with your friends or, sell them to your friends,
Yep.
whatever you want to do with them. And then there's the preservation. And then, of course, with no physical copies, of course, it's only available directly from the manufacturer. There is no competition.
No
There's
comp.
obviously no used market. You can't have
I'm
a
really gonna
used
sue them,
copy of
too.
a digital game.
I'm
There
gonna sue
is
they
some
ass.
friend sharing, but I would bet that Sony's doing whatever they can to squash that as soon as possible. And most importantly for Sony, there is the control. They get control over all of it. They get all of the money for it. Now let's pivot to a bit of a fun fact. In fiscal year 2025, Microsoft made about $281 billion. Not a big deal. Not a
Dang.
big deal or anything. Now the Xbox portion of that was about $23 billion. Not bad, right? It's about 8% of Microsoft total. Now, Sony in fiscal year 2025 made about $82 billion.
82
This
B's.
is a hand-drawn chart, by the way. It may not look as accurate as it should. But the PlayStation brand accounted for about $31 billion of that.
Ooh.
And I'm just pointing all
That's all
this
they
out
money.
to show that Microsoft is a much bigger company than Sony. This actually doesn't even really show how much bigger of a company Microsoft is, but this is how much money they make. And this also shows how dependent Sony is on PlayStation. PlayStation is like 36% of Sony's income.
That's all. That's
whereas
really
Xbox
all their money.
is like 8% of Microsoft's
Almost.
income. Now, with this in mind, you would think Microsoft would just want to compete a little bit more, right? They just don't seem willing to lose much money on Xbox. I just feel like Microsoft would come out soon and say like, hey, we're not going to end physical media. We're going to keep making discs. But the reports don't seem to follow that. Everybody is
what did I just say? They are all in cahoots. Bro, they're in cahoots. They're all working together.
The same thing, that Project Helix won't have a disk drive, and I just don't fucking get it.
First off, what kind of name? Project Helix? Project Helix? I'm not buying that. I'm sorry, I can't. I'd rather go back to PS5. I ain't gonna lie. Unless they got a disk drive, bro, y'all can miss with that Project Helix. I'm not buying that, bro.
I really don't understand. A
Project
disk drive
Helix.
itself, it's not that
People with
expensive,
Xbox.
right? We've been doing disk drives for a long fucking time. I just don't think it could be that expensive to add a disk drive to your console, like compared to the everything else, you know? But this whole fight over physical media, I mean, it could be something, a huge factor at least, that decides the next console generation. And it just doesn't seem like it would break the bank for Xbox to throw physical media a bone here. I just think it would do wonders for their brand moving forward if they came out with a hard stance, a pro physical media. Maybe do an ad like Sony did. I mean, that would be funny, right? Asha, you have the opportunity to do something very funny, and we hope you take it. Because if you look at Sony recently, I mean, you have live service failures. They have their own layoffs going over there. Of course, there's the Bungie fiasco. They're raising PS5 price.
Bro, Destiny is cooked. How do you? I ain't gonna lie. See, I'm not too bothered because, bro, think about it. Bungie has been playing y'all with Destiny this whole time. Every single update, the last update you bought, the DLC, I mean, it becomes useless. So it's like, bro, I've been stopped playing that game.
This is over and over. They deleted like 500 movies that people paid for off PlayStation. That was crazy. Fucking crazy. Just saying, like, just get fucked, basically. And of course, the ending first-party physical media thing. I mean, there isn't like any good Sony PR I can think of in the last. Like, when's the last time they did something good? I also want to mention the reason for console price increases. Like, obviously, everybody knows about the RAM and memory shortages. There's no shortage of anything, by the way. There is plenty enough to go around. It's just a couple companies that made contracts to buy it all. And we can only hope and pray that one day the law comes down on them hard. But I think a big reason for the console prices is GTA 6. It will sell out consoles worldwide. The price was always going to increase no matter what. Maybe it wasn't supposed to get to $900 or whatever, but it was always going to go up. And I would honestly expect it to get worse as we get close to November. Thanks for watching. Leave a like if you enjoyed. If you want to buy a mug, go to Drawnouts.
Anyways, man, that was a video. Man, I'm not gonna lie, that was a pretty good video. Y'all, if you like this video, like, subscribe.
I've been growing, make some room, that cocoon hit like a tomb. High notes, life of a goat, man, I promise I'm in tune. Push through.